Teak? No. Yes, sir.
Mahogany?
Yep.
Oh, this is a mahogany tree.
And we have a lot of mahoganies everywhere. This, that one, that one.
Mahogany tree. Good for furniture.
These are about 17 years old trees. And I know that because we were planting them up. And this is our, the national tree from Belize, by the way, the mahogany.
National tree
Very good.
from Belize.
I have a little question for you. My name is Marvin, by the way.
Marvin.
You should call me Marvin the Martian if you want.
Marvin the Martian.
There you go. And I have a little question for you. Have you seen another Maya site before this one?
Yes, a lot.
Tikal,
Tikal?
Kiriga.
Yeah. I think you called them up in USA as Kapuk. Kapuk. But 20 or 25 years ago, we used the cotton remains, what they give us out of their fruits, to fill it up pillows, mattresses, life preserver jackets. But it was like 20 or 25 years ago. Today we have a lot of synthetic materials, but at that point we don't use anymore those kind of cotton remains, what they give us out of their fruits. But you call them up like Kapuk, we call them up like Seba in Spanish, and in the Mayan language they call them up like Josh shape. Josh means green, because that, like you see, and She means straight. This is like the tree of life. Palm oil.
Palm oil.
Out of those kind of fruits that you can see in them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we used to make the oil for cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But this is like you were talking about. This is not something native or native our continent. That is something that came from Africa. That is absolutely crazy, because today we have a lot of plants and trees and even animals that were not Native American. Like, for example, plants like coffee, like bananas, like sugarcane, roses, teak trees, mangoes, palm oil. Animals like horses, cows, chickens, they were not Native American. And crazy, like I told you, because bananas and coffee are some of the most important things what we used to export to the rest of the world.
Where did it come from?
Coffee came from Ethiopia.
Oh,
Africa. Yeah.
Which is crazy. Huh?
Okay.
Can you imagine our continent without coffee? And they used to be part of the ancient Mayan food.
You said this is a cedar tree?
Yeah, the bigger one.
one.
But
Cedar tree.
it's not the same kind of a cedar tree like yours, because yours is like a pine, like a conifer.
Cedar tree.
That is a different kind. Anyway, that is what they used to make those kind of. Yeah, exactly. There's another one right there.
Which one?
Them up like gourds too. I know gourds for you are those kind of vines like squash and pumpkins, but actually we have trees. Like the one they can see there.
This is what's the name of the tree again?
It's a gourd. Gourd. Or calabash tree if you want to call him up like that.
Is it edible?
Nope. No. But this is the one where we used to make maracas.
Oh, the instruments.
Yeah, those kind of
instruments.
rattles.
Yeah.
Like music and dance. For dancing.
So cute.
They're not edible, but are they poisonous?
No,
They're not
exactly
either.
like that.
There's no taste.
Nope, exactly.
Even animal don't eat it.
Seeds of a fruit like this one, And actually we used to make pots out of the hard, shell what they used to have for drinking water or something like that. Yeah, it's a gourd. Yeah.
Bingo tree.
Yeah.
Tempo limbo?
People from Guatemala used to call them up like burned skin tourist tree.
Yes.
We are supposed to the tropical zone of our country, you build up by yourself, just like the trees.
Tempo
But in our countries, we call them up like naked Indian. They got the same color skin like I do, and they build up by themselves.
Naked Indian.
This is like medicine tree.
Yeah.
The sap of the tree, like this one, is what they use to heal it up, the skin's infections, for example, which is amazing. Avocado tree, different sizes, different,
This is avocado
tastes
tree.
among themselves.
Aguacate.
Yep, but in our countries we call them up like this, aguacate.
Aguacate.
That is not Spanish. That is a word from Mexico people, like the Aztec.
Really?
We used to say, usually
Avocado
we used to say
tree.
chocolate, chocolate,
Chocolate.
or tomatoes, tomate.
My cowbirds.
Oh my gosh, they're everywhere.
It's amazing. Matt? National birds, right?
Is it?
Yeah, according to Marvin. My cowbirds.
Really quick. Really quick.
Oh, that's a photo on the top of his thing. They have the same. Yeah.
The east one, in here, actually, you will find out the entrances of the tunnels. People who got the tickets to see the tunnels, you will find out the entrances over here. Okay? And this is what they use like VIP home, or VIP homes, the elite people houses, right? And later on we'll see the main plaza, where we have the stelas or statues or totem poles, we call them up, totem poles. The ball court of the ball game plaza. And actually, I'm going to show you one of the most beautiful things ever built in the Mayan times. The hieroglyphic staircase. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. Good. Do we have another question about?
One thing, when they build all these structures, Mayan, do they clear the site to start from zero, or do they use the mound already exists?
No. They
Then
were
build
just
around
starting-
it, on
They
top
were
of it.
starting from zero.
Just flat.
Exactly.
Then they block by block.
Exactly.
So it's a solid, basically.
Exactly like
Stones
that.
inside,
The
okay.
reason why you have this kind of elevated, site of a city is because they were superimposing buildings.
One
cities.
after another.
Yep. We have about 5 more cities beneath to the one you can see right there. That's why it becomes bigger and taller. We have some constrictors and boa.
Looks like guinea pig.
Yeah, looks like guinea pig.
Same family.
Oh, same family?
They ate guinea pig.
Yeah, in Peru.
In Peru.
As we do,
Even the race
as we do as well.
looks like they the same family from same family.
But guinea pig is red. It's white. Oh, there's another one over there.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mango tree. Mango tree.
And what did you bring back from Honduras? Yeah. All right.
That is the same kind of a tree like the one we have seen at the entrance, the spiky one, the saber tree.
Saber tree.
The one actually that have been used to build canoes out of their trunks.
Oh.
Yeah. That is one of the transport systems what they used to have from back then. Canoes out of the trunk of a tree like that. Yeah, we have still people doing, making those kind of canoes, building canoes out of the same kind of a tree like this one in Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico. They call them up today like acal in the Mayan language.
Saber tree.
Saber, a canoe. And what about that one? What kind of a tree do you think it is? The bigger one?
This one here?
Yep.
This one.
Yep. It's a fig, yes. It's a ficus. Ficus. Ficus.
Ficus tree.
Fig. The bark,
Fig? Fig
the
tree.
bark of a tree like this one is what they used to make paper.
Oh.
Do you remember then they used to have a kind of a thing, what we call like a written inscription today? So they did books, and books were made out of a bark. And later on we'll see the main plaza. Right here, back here, I'll show you the That is the tallest building in Japan all over the site. Something what they use like a gate, like a doorway to get in touch with their gods. By the way, they used to have a lot of gods representations. But do you remember who was the almighty god of the ancient people of this one? Who was the top god of the Mayans? No. He was very important, but no. Nope. Shah, the rain god? Nope. Sun god? Nope. Moon god. The maize god? Nope.
Jaguar?
Nope. but by the way, Shivalva is the name of the underworld, according to my. Like Inti for the Egyptians. I mean, Inti, no, that's the sun god in South America, like the Inca. No, Amanti for the Egyptians, that means the underworld. Okay? No, it was a kind of a mythological animal, like this one.
Snake.
Yep,
Snake.
yep, but it was two-headed.
Oh, two-headed snake.
On both ends?
It was a very confused animal, isn't it? It used to have a lot of feathers on it.
Oh.
Like this. That's what the people from Mexico used to call like Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. And Quetzal is a bird, and Coatl means snake. In the Mayan language, we call it like Kukulkan. Kukul means this, and An, snake. This is the almighty god of the ancient people like this one. And every time this kind of an animal opened its mouth, it was like the doorway to get in touch with the rest of the gods. Yep. Used to be like the cave, I mean the entrance cave of a mountain and the cave by itself. See? Used to have this kind of a, like serpentine thing. And then that's the same kind of representation according to my mythology.
Where does he go to bathroom?
I'm sorry? You mean like, I wouldn't know.
I'm just kidding.
He just eats it.
That's what I told you, he was a very confused animal. Okay. And this is the temple number 11. This is the one where they used to make those kind of stars and planets, cycles, calculations, right? On astronomical temple. By the way,